After years gone, I returned and saw my mom working as a maid in the $1.5 million house now. I never thought a homecoming could shatter me. But the moment I saw my childhood home, my entire world shifted, and I knew something profoundly wrong was waiting inside. After 5 grueling years welding steel in the loud, freezing shipyards of Norway, Caleb, was finally back. My plane touched down at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, and I practically flew out, hailing a taxi straight to the quiet house in Houston I'd bought for my mother before I left. My heart hammered with that pure, childish excitement you get on your birthday. Sarah, my mother, she's the woman I love most in this world. She raised my younger brother, Noah, and me all by herself after our father died in a workplace accident. I can still picture those evenings, her, absolutely exhausted after her shift at the garment factory, yet she'd sit by the fireplace, spinning incredible fairy tales to lull us to sleep. For the past 5 years, I'd sent money home faithfully, video called every single week. But nothing, absolutely nothing, compared to finally holding her tight again, feeling that familiar warmth. The taxi pulled up to the familiar iron gate. I fumbled with the payment, grabbed my suitcase, and stepped out. The late afternoon sun slanted through the trees along the street, casting our little house into sharp relief. But then I just froze. The house, it looked so different. The old-fashioned latch lock, the simple kind Mom always used because she was terrified of losing keys, it was gone. Replaced by this sleek, electronic keypad, all blinking LED lights. And surveillance cameras, at least 4 of them, swept back and forth around the gate and walls like watchful eyes. My mother, Sarah, she's 58, gentle, and utterly clueless about technology. She was scared of the smartphone I bought her, always saying, "Son, it's too complicated. I'll just stick with the old one." How could she have possibly installed all this herself? Maybe she hired someone for safety, I tried to tell myself, tried to calm the rising panic. But a strange, cold feeling started creeping in, deep in my gut. Something was definitely not right. I took a deep breath, setting my suitcase aside, and pressed the doorbell. The familiar chime of my childhood home echoed around me. I waited, smiling, picturing Mom rushing to the door, eyes glistening with tears, shouting, "Caleb, my boy is home." But nothing happened. I pressed it again, holding it longer this time. Still just silence. My heart started beating faster, a frantic drum against my ribs. Maybe she was napping, or out at the market. No, I'd told her I was coming. I rang a 3rd time, then a 4th, finally calling out loudly through the gate. "Mom! It's Caleb! Your son is back." Not a sound. The house was unnaturally quiet, like no one lived there at all. Or was Mom sick? That thought sent a sickening chill down my spine. I glanced around. Mrs. Chen, our next-door neighbor, was watering plants, but she didn't even look over. I thought about asking her, but decided to wait. Once I saw Mom, everything would make sense, I convinced myself. Finally, after the 5th ring, I heard a faint click from inside. The door slowly swung open, and I just stood there, stunned. It wasn't Mom. It was Noah, my 28-year-old younger brother. The brother I remembered as an unemployed drifter, reckless, prone to drinking too much and gambling. Noah stood there in a ratty old t-shirt, hair messy, eyes slightly red like he'd just woken up. When he saw me, he flinched, visibly, for a split second. "What would you have done?" Bottom left of screen, click full story.